everybody, what is going on? It is me, the Joy Digital. I am out here. You are out here. We are all out here at super healing, self-motivating, self-invigorating. You guessed it, the Fort Lauderdale Beach, as you all can see. Out here enjoying the weather, enjoying the collective, enjoying everything all in between. All right. I definitely want to inspire you all by suggesting that if you wouldn't mind doing so, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification so that you may be updated when I post and create all new content here on the channel. And just know that you all are loved and greatly appreciated. All right. So as promised, I am back out here at the beach. I'm out here at the ocean, hanging out with amazing, beautiful people that are out here. Yes, the sun is setting, but it's all good. The weather is beautiful, as you all can see. I am spinning around without the notification. Usually I let y'all know when I'm getting ready to spin, but y'all know what's up. Yeah, I'm out here, man. Feeling good, you know, and I'm just so happy to see everybody showing up for the channel, showing up and checking out the content. I love the comments, you know what I mean? And I just want to let you all know that I have a heart full of gratitude and appreciation from me to you. All right. So what can I say? I'm out here at the beach, and you know, I do have a few messages, but I'm gonna start off with one very powerful message. If this is what you are here for, go ahead and throw that 100 up in the comment section. All right. And just know, as I said earlier, just know that you all are greatly appreciated and you all are loved and cherished. All right. And I'm super happy that you all are here, as I said earlier, but I just had to say it again. I had to go ahead and double it up, you know. So what this message here is all about today is one that is, hopefully this is helpful for you, hopefully this is helpful to you. All right, this is a message about motivation. Okay, motivation is very key. It's a very key essential necessity. It's a thing that is needed so that you can transcend to different levels, make it to different plateaus, make it to different states of mind. All right, go ahead and hit that like button. All right, motivation, being motivated is very key. It's a very key thing. All right, and being motivated starts with quieting the noise. Okay, when you quiet the noise and you make everything in your experience quiet enough so that you could hear your own thoughts, that is a way that you can be motivated. All right, we got the confirmation buggy going past. Yeah. So, you know, I love when that happens. But yeah, so that's one way you can be motivated. One way you can be motivated is when you are able to really lock in and quiet the noise, because there's so many different things that are being said about your journey, my journey, anyone's journey. And a lot of times people want to know what's the key to your success. You know, they want to know what the sauce is. They want to know what's the sauce, what's the sauce you have, what kind of sauce are you rocking with. And you know, the sauce that we have is not on us. It's not on us. It's not what we have. It's not about the energy we have on us. It's about the energy we have in us. Okay, that's what kind of sauce we rocking with. And it all comes down to you being able to make the sound of your voice rise to the top, as opposed to the other sounds, the other noises, the other distractions. And it's a really key thing to have happen in your life, because when you can hear your own visions, when you can hear the thoughts of your own dreams and aspirations and things that motivate you, and you can hear it from a place of love and compassion from yourself, that's really motivating. Because believe it or not, a lot of us do not have that person that's patting us on the back and saying, hey, go for it, or hey, graduate from that college, or hey, start that business. You know, a lot of us, it's really all on us, you know. And believe it or not, we all have to be very on point with everything that we have going on. Some of us are raising children, some of us are, of course, we're self-sustaining, you know, because over here, this is what we do, we self-sustain over here. And so we're looking out for ourselves, we're raising children, we know we may be a part of a relationship, an engagement, a marriage, for those of us who are married, or you know, for those people out here who are married, or there's a lot of different intangible things that happen that culminate down to you having your authentic experience. All right. And you know what it comes down to is that you being able to tap into your own energy, you being able to be self-motivated while taking care of all of that other stuff is a key necessity. All right. And you know, one way that I learned how to lock in and really motivate myself is I always tell myself I'm motivated by the sun. Okay, because that's just a key. You know, it's a little key, it's a little tidbit. You know, I usually don't I haven't really been sharing all my keys and all my tips, but I'm here on YouTube now, so I'm going to definitely, this is like a tell-all book, you know. So we here, and that's something that I would say to myself every single day is I'm motivated by the sun. And the reason why I say that, it's not just a cliche phrase to be said just so that it can be said or put on a t-shirt. By the way, that's a good idea. So my t-shirt enthusiasts, go ahead. You know, if I threw you an alley, you gotta definitely slam that. But you know, anyhow, I would definitely wake up a lot of times in the morning in the beginning of my journey, and I would say that I'm motivated by the sun, not because it was a cool thing to say, but because the sun was gonna come up whether I was motivated or not. Let's keep it 1,000. Let's keep it a whole glass of water right now. When I tell you that, that's just how it is. You know, the sun, it's gonna shine regardless what kind of mood we in, what kind of day we having. It's just gonna be, it's gonna be great. You know, it's gonna shine and it's gonna be great. And you know, when you model your life like the sun does, you too learn how to just shine and be great. Okay, and that is a thing that is very essential in being motivated, because we all know that everyone has their own thing going on, and even if people mean well, you know, a lot of times you will not get that pat on the back or that push to go toward greatness. All right, so you have to do it yourself. And guess what, it's something that you should want to do for yourself. It's not something that because no one else is motivating you or inspiring you that you're just gonna give up. Like, no, this is not what time it is. You know, we really out here trying to reach new levels and reach new plateaus, and we're working on that daily. So it's something that you should want to do. It's something that you should want to be, okay, which is great. So another way that I stay motivated is I make notes. I make a lot of notes. All right, I make a lot of notes. And for my people out here who like to do a lot of writing, you know, for some of us we call it scribing. You know, a scribe is when you make notes, okay? But the type of notes that I make are notes that I write down and I apply action to, all right? So it's not just a thought or an idea or a daydream, or it's not even astral travel, you know, because I've talked a lot about astral traveling on my channel. And you know that, you know, I like to tandem that with my metaphysic content, which I'm not getting really into any of that today. But what I am going to get into is when you learn how to write down your goals and your dreams, that's how you stay motivated. Because when you write things down, you apply that knowledge, you actually do what you wrote down, and you see the results. Even if you fail, even if you win or you fail, you wrote it down, you did it, okay? And if it does work, that's great. That means you can go to the next level. If it doesn't work, that's something that's one less thing that you have to worry about. That's one less thing that you have to worry about, and that's one less thing that you can say, okay, I'm moving on with my life, and I don't have to wonder if that's gonna work, or should I have ever tried that? Because you know, if you tried something and it didn't work, you know that's something you'll never do again. And I'm not saying that it's not going to work for the next person, because maybe it does work for other people, and maybe it has worked for the next person. But when you tried it, it was something that kind of held you back and you said, okay, I learned my lesson from that, and I'm never going to do that again, but to each his own, more blessings and more growth to the next person that tries if they win with it. But it didn't work for me. And the beautiful thing about being motivated in that sense is that when you try something and you fail and it doesn't work, you know that, hey, I don't have to go down that path anymore because it's not my cup of tea, or it's not my cup of coffee, for my hot beverage enthusiasts, and so that's one less thing. See, all right, let's put it like this. Time, now I'm going to talk about value real quick and how much of it we have. Time is your most valuable asset ever, okay? Here in the third dimension, time is your most valuable asset. So the less things that you do that waste your time, the better off you are, okay? Even if you do think you're late for a lot of things, a lot of times you're really early, because if you failed 4 times, or if you failed 8 times, and now you're doing something else, a lot better than a person that never tried it and they're gonna go into it for their first time. So it's a beautiful thing to know, it's a beautiful way to stay motivated. All right. Another thing that I could say when it comes to motivation is your mind is forever, okay? For those of us who have read the Emerald Tablets, we all know Thoth, or thought, or Hermes Magistus, whatever you refer to it as. Anyways, it's the idea of thought, okay? Now, thought is infinite, okay? But you know what else is infinite? You know what else is also infinite? The Most High, okay? So the Most High is infinite. It's infinite but positive. It's infinite but unconditional love. It's infinite but it's also forever light, okay? So now we all know that darkness and light cannot occupy the same space, okay? Now these are just higher sciences, okay? Now, but how I'm tying this in here is like this. Your thought life and the Most High are both infinite, okay? However long you want to think about one thing, you can go on forever, or however long you want to keep your eye on the Most High, that can go on forever. So what I learned how to do is I learned how to tangent that, and I just keep my eyes on the Most High, and I wait on the Most High. I wait for my next move. There's days where I'm really inspired and motivated to make a lot of things happen, and I don't hear nothing. I don't get no nudge from the universe or from God, and I just won't do anything. I'll just fall back and relax and get my rest, and maybe I'm being called to get more rest because the very next thing that I'm called to do, I may need all my energy. So how I stay motivated is I get in alignment with the Most High, and I activate my thought life, which is infinite. So I'm lined up with infinite positivity, infinite possibility, and then I align that with clear thought and intention, positive intention, and I let that run in infinite. And this is how I got to this point in my life right now, because y'all already know the beginning of my journey. I was super shy. I was filming films without all of this going on. And I just was kind of like, I was cool with whatever. But I learned how to just like really isolate and really boil things down to a science and really get in alignment with only the things that are going to work for me. I learned how to call my energy back from things that are no longer serving me. I learned how to, not even that I'm sending negativity back to people who are negative, but I'm just learning how to be, how to send positive energy to those people, because guess what? Maybe they may need it. Maybe they may need somebody to tell them they love them. But I recognize and realize the distraction that all of that has too. And so, as I said earlier, I just get in alignment with the Most High, and then I let the infinite thought life process just process, and I just wait for the downloads. I wait for the Most High to just give me the ideas and the ideologies and the intuitions to have different thoughts, and remember too, your imagination is God frequency energy in creation mode, okay? So When you use your imagination, you are able to tap into God's creative energy, or the source's creative energy, or the Most High's creative energy, whatever you want to plug and play right there. And that's how you get your downloads and you get your playbook instantaneously. So not only are you getting the information that you need to make the decisions, but you're actually knowing when you're supposed to make the decision based on the subtle nudges that you get or that you receive from the Most High. And it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing to tap in with. And that's how I stay motivated. This is how I stay motivated. All right. So listen, I love y'all. I'm thinking of y'all. Let's go ahead and do something super nice for ourselves. You already see I'm out here at the beach. I'm at the ocean. Sun's going down in the town, but it's all good. I'm still sticking around. All right. I love y'all. I'm thinking of y'all. I will see you all in the very next video. Peace and love. Namaste.